Kwasi Kwarteng said Britain's travel freedoms are not going to be curtailed after Brexit in the same way that 3 million EU citizens will be free to live in the UK and travel to the EU. Speaking on BBC's Any Questions, Mr Kwarteng said, their rights aren't going to be curtailed, and this idea that somehow we'll not be able to travel in Europe and there'll be offence against us. During the debate programme, Lib Dem MP Ed Davey claimed there will be travel chaos as a result of Brexit. He said British businessmen will be waiting in longer queues at airports while their Italian and German colleagues skip queues and get to meetings quicker. But in response, Mr Kwarteng hit back and said, Ed Davies' horror stories of long queues for businessmen, I don't buy it. I don't think it's true. Getty Channel 4 Tory MP Kwasi Kwarteng said the passport colour change has sentimental value if you are observant. There are lots of ways that we can be accommodated in this process. Kwasi Kwarteng, I think we are going to reach a deal, and I think it's going to be a mutually beneficial deal. Mr Kwarteng compared the travel plans to that of Switzerland. He said, in a previous life I used to do a lot of work in Switzerland. As you all know, Switzerland is not a member of the EU. Swiss businessmen can travel around Europe just as easily as British businessmen. If you are observant, there are lots of ways that we can be accommodated in this process. Mr Kwarteng also supported plans for British passports to be restored to its traditional blue colour. He said Britons will have a sentimental memory with the dark blue colour, but Ed Davey claimed it would be absurd to say that a passport colour reflects your nationality. Once Britain leaves the EU on March 29, 2019, existing passports will gradually be phased out and the new traditional colour passport will gradually be brought back in. The change was announced by Immigration Minister Brandon Lewis. He said one of the most iconic things about being British is having a British passport. Leaving the European Union gives us a unique opportunity to restore our national identity and forge a new path for ourselves in the world. The Burgundy passport, which has been around for the last 30 years, since 1988, will be scrapped in a bid for Britain to reclaim its national identity after Brexit. Brexit-backing politician Nigel Farage applauded the change of passport colour from burgundy to blue and called it a Brexmas present. Mr Farage said, we are told we are going to get our passports back. It's the first real tangible victory that we have had since that referendum, and it's something that we should celebrate.